need his name up in lights. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are you going to be looking for in this one from Karl Malone?
And one thing he does as well as anybody, Kevin, is track the ball with his hands. Quick, strong, active. So when you go up for a shot, he's always going to be looking to strip it on the way up.
And he gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Nets.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there, getting himself in a good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind, know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in. That was beautiful.
Knocks it loose. Fast break. Here we go. And here we go. And stolen by Murray. Now the Clippers moving it up. Number 21. John Stockton with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic. The difference between being a dominant or a good team and mediocrity is the ability to win on the road. The Clippers secured their spot as one of the NBA's elite teams last season because they showed the ability to get it done on the road.
And here is Los Angeles now. John Stockton making his last shot. And here's the fast break. Back to Hornacek. Pass to Spencer. He kicks it to Stockton. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And the Clippers with one of the better road records in the Western Conference last year, going 24-17. Steve actually tied for the second most road wins in the West, only behind the Thunder.
And believe it or not, Kevin, it's the first time the Clippers franchise has ever had a winning record on the road. Actually, I do believe that when you think back to Clipper history. But I'll tell you what, it's a team on the rise and a very interesting club to watch.
Richardson with it, picked up by Stockton. Lets it go from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Knocked loose. Down low. Malone, left side. The Jazz with another miss.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Clippers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
Well, this is an area of concern for this club. They only shot 71% from the line last year.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Utah. Now, here's Richardson. Ring shot on the way. Rebound, Utah. Malone's got his 3rd rebound on the night. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Well, somehow they managed to actually lose the season series to this squad last year. I guess some teams just kind of have your number.
Back to Richardson. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. No good. Utah leading by 4. Hornacek from long range gets it to go.
I I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And that is frustrating, isn't it? You're riding high in the conference, but there's that one team, that one club that's a thorn in your side.
Kevin, it goes back to matchups. Sometimes they're just uncomfortable for you, just buzzing around like a mosquito. You can't seem to figure out how to take this particular team out.
Knock them away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, the head coach for the Jazz gave me just a couple of moments to catch up with him. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Now, here is Russell. After the miss from Rogers. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Russell's got his second bucket of the game to go. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Golden State.
And their inside strength was so apparent in that win. They just blocked shots, controlled the lane, did a good job on the glass.
Very alert were they, Steve. Alert, aware, and reacted quickly to shot attempts in the post.
Foster's checked in for Antoine Carr. There's 1:17 left to play here in the first. To the paint, here's Piatkowski. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Jazz.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement. It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
So it's the Jazz now. After the miss from Barry. Here's Isley. They grab their own miss. And that one goes long.
That's one he knows he should have made. Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. When he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter, just catch and shoot. Got a quick release. Beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass. You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively, and that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rejected by Keefe. There's the pass to Isley. From 13. Second shot opportunity. Keefe missing.
And this is why you need size inside. The ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Now the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
So for the Clippers right now, ABC is out there with Barry, and it's ABC, and it's Harvey in at the center. Passes it to ABC. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Barry. Beyond the arc. Craig Ostertag with the rebound. Utah leading by 12. Morris passes to Hornerson. Rejected by Outlaw. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Harvey. Tries again. Bank shot, no good.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
He dishes it to Morris. He passes to Hornacek. It's Hornacek again missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
To the inside. No good from Harvey. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And there's the pass to Ostertag. Dishes to Morris. Isley. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. And Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They were limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason, and they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
And here's Stockton after the three-pointer from Richardson. Stockton outside. And that one's good. Stockton's got 7 points in the game.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Clippers third, the 4th spot held by the Jazz.
Well, you can't turn back the clock, Kevin, but either of these teams would be happy to relive last year in terms of their effectiveness at taking the ball away from other teams. I mean, they were amongst the league leaders in pilfering from the opponent.
Here's Williams, and that one's good.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Stockton. Now the dish to Malone. Gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass. They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
And so here are the Clippers after the made shot from Karl Malone. Williams, that's good. The game called for Utah.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there.
I'm not sure what it was, but
he's got that quick trigger, a very quick trigger on a shot, and he doesn't hesitate to pull up as soon as he gets his hands on the ball. He's a very aggressive player.
Well, defensive pressure is always going to be at its weakest in that instant when the pass gets there, so having a good feel for the catch and shoot serves him well.
Hornacek kicks to Stockton, and stolen by Richardson. Soft touch off the glass. Richardson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Hornacek for 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists tonight.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Malone with the block. Here's Hornacek. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
It's been a tough go for him. Just an uncontainable game for Hornacek. 9 points and not a bad game for him on the glass either.
Not at all, and that's somewhere where he can be effective on any given night.
The Jazz making a switch here. Barr's checked in. And so he hits both.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
Murray, he's covered by Stockton. Tipped away. And now Utah, fast break. Number 21. Oh! Ridiculous move
that time.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 19. Number 21. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's tall for a shooting guard, and he took full advantage of his height on that one.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Clippers shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Well, and that's fine, but you can't really count on go. I think they should be fighting their way inside for higher percentage looks.
Clippers trail by 16. He feeds it to Richardson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And that's not going to go. And so that's the end of the first half. Jazz lead, the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports, and I'm Damon Bruce, coming to you live on a Friday night. Utah with the lead against Los Angeles. They're giving them the old-fashioned beatdown. The Seattle Sonics in front.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third. Jeff Hornacek really making a difference here.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing it.
They've got Jeff Hornacek, also John Stockton out there, and it's Malone in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Richardson, rejected by Spencer, and he gets it back. Second chance shot, Williams inside, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. That may put a little life back into this team.
Here's Malone. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Steve?
Well, it will be soon if they don't cut into this lead quickly.
Back to Richardson. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Williams, guarded by Keith. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's Russell. Plays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 6.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Richardson off a pick from Williams. Passes to Murray. Feeds it to Williams. And the rejection by Carr. Jazz leading by 14. Kicks to Russell. The pass to Keith. Here's Isley. And there's the feed to Morris. Takes the 3. Gets it to go. Isley's got his second bucket of the night.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Now here's Richardson, defended by Isaac. Murray, the pass to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Richardson's got 9.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense. Well, look here at last year in the NBA, where the Jazz ranked. First in field goal percentage, first in free throw percentage, and they were number 2 distributing the basketball. This team always makes the extra pass and does a good job executing this offense that leads to good shots and good scores.
And Clark, the key number that you just talked about to me is field goal percentage. And when you're the best in the league shooting the basketball, it's a clear sign that you have an unselfish team and a clear plan of attack. That club, very impressive with their offensive efficiency.
Utah leading by 13. Pass to Isley. He kicks it to Russell. Stripped it away. Now the Clippers moving it up. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gets it to go. Russell's got 4 points in the quarter. Clippers trail by 13. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Left side, Williams. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Jazz second.
Yeah, wonderful passing team, and it was the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish.
And the Clippers making a change here. Good on both. 1:56 left to play in the third. Here's ABC. He's covered by Stockton. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The offensive rebound. Outlaw. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
He dishes it to Morris. Passes it to Ostertag. He feeds it to Foster. Kicks it to Stockton. And he drops it in from the low post. Stockton's got 4 points in the quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Here's Barry. He's guarded by Russell. The pass to ABC. Here's Barry. High post try. Shot's good. Barry's got his first basket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Russell, no luck. Clippers trail by 13. Pass to Rogers. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Rogers has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. ABC passes to Barry. Knocked away. Hornacek with the steal. Stockton outside. Stockton left side. Dishes it to Hornacek. But they recover it. Stockton outside. He passes to Hornacek. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Can't get it to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Jazz. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Richardson, and it's Outlaw in at the power forward position.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And Utah making a change here. And the second free throw, good. Jazz leading by 13. Hornacek outside. Knocks down the three ball.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
That's tipped. Back to Richardson. Clock at 6. Number 21. Hornacek covering. Offensive rebound. Roberts. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They're trying to work it inside here, and they've had a little bit of success as they try to cut into that deficit. And getting it inside is one way to try to chip away at it.
And the Clippers making a change here. The free throw off from Roberts. Utah's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Spencer. Deflects the pass. He's got a clear path all alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Rising high and punching it down. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. He's got so much confidence there.
Jazz leading by 12. Hornacek kicks to Malone. The jump hook. And Utah again with the bucket.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Jeff Hornacek really making a difference here.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some words for his team over the break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Use that pick to get in close.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Makes it off the glass. Hornacek's got 19 points.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Stockton again. It's Richardson. Six on the shot clock. Excellent D from Spencer. Jazz leading by 14. Finished off the break. And that's 13 points for B-Train.
That's exactly what you want coming off a steal. Get into transition, find an easy basket.
Yes, sir. The ideal fast break opportunity there.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And the shot is good.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
Malone drives in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Some really terrific numbers from Malone. He's got 8 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
Well, and because of that, there's now a serious intimidation factor working in their favor.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Stockton kicks to Malone. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And it's Malone with the rebound. Jazz leading by 12. There's the dish to Stockton. Back to Malone.
What a throwdown. Incredible.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Passes it to Murray. Number 35. He's covered by Malone. Number 35. It's rebounded by Spencer.
Well, I think one of the stories has been rebound.
Malone passes to Spencer. Stockton kicks to Malone. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Absolutely, Clark. They're just too tough inside.
Yeah, Kevin, they've dominated, completely dominated the boards here, and that's a major factor in what looks to be a win.
Clippers trail by 17. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 17. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Williams. And the pass to Barry. He kicks it to Richardson. They need this. Rebound, Utah.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Stockton's shot is off.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Pass to Barry. The feed now to Williams. Puts it up. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way in.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Stockton dishes to Hornacek. Over Barry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hornacek's got 10 points here in the second half.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Here's Richardson. Connects on the 17-footer.
Now their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Williams has a screen for Richardson. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He passes it to Barry. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Murray. Rejected by Stockton. Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. Hornacek outside. Fires from deep. Another shot. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.
Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Get up, first shot, strut walking, a little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious, somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Bad moonwalking, and this here is a party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on. Let that stage light go and shine on down. Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on for my town. Trust me, I'm my INDEPENDENT. Just hustling, chasing dreams since I was 14.